Are you joking me? That is not simple. Consumer Reports, what are you doing? All big Tesla news for the third week of April, part 1. I'm Brian. Welcome to My Tesla Weekend. Tesla Model 3 equals number 1 in France. Look at that. Top 20 plug-in vehicles. And this includes hybrids like the Peugeot 3008 PHEV. Look at that. Crushing. This is before the Model Y is even released in France. And we should always take these snapshots as just that, snapshots. They are not the whole picture, but my gosh, what a pretty picture they are. Terrible news in Texas after a fatal crash where 2 people died, according to some outlets, due to autopilot or full self-driving. Well, the vehicle did not have full self-driving, and the road was so short, autopilot would have struggled to have been engaged. The confusion stems from the fact that these individuals were found, or rather, their remains were found not in the driver's seat. We don't know if they were buckled. If they were not, you get chucked around like dice in a box. Dice in a box. The name of the video they made me watch in driver's ed to explain the benefits of wearing a gosh darn seatbelt. Consumer Reports engineers easily tricked our Model Y this week so it could drive on autopilot. All we had to do in our Consumer Reports super honest way was how we ran the experiment. We engaged autopilot while the car was in motion on the track, set the speed dial, which brought the car to 0, then to a complete stop, then placed a small weighted chain on the steering wheel to simulate the weight of a driver's hand, and then slid over into the front of the passenger seat, then ratcheted the speed back up. Are you joking me? That is not simple. Consumer Reports, what are you doing? Are you trying to destroy what little credibility you have left? Get the fudge reel. Get it. The fudge. Get it real. 100% of the Mars catalog tweeted, a Tesla with no autopilot is twice as safe as the average car in the US. A Tesla with autopilot on is twice as safe as a Tesla being driven manually. To which Elon Musk, the noted Mars entrepreneur, tweeted, essentially, passive autopilot, car intervenes only when crash probability is high, cuts crashes in half. Autopilot, car is driving itself, cuts crashes in half again. Doesn't mean there's no crashes, but on balance, autopilot is unequivocally safer. Dogecoin enthusiast Elon Musk tweeted, Tesla, with autopilot engaged, now approaching 10 times lower chance of accident than the average vehicle. And you know what? Ahmad tweeted, this doesn't make sense in reference to the accident. There are safety measures in place with the autopilot seat is weighted to make sure there is a driver. Hands must be on steering wheel every 10 seconds or it disengages. Autopilot doesn't go over the speed limits. It's impossible. To which Tallulah Riley's ex-husband Elon Musk tweeted, your research as a private individual is better than professionals at Wall Street Journal. Data logs recovered so far show autopilot was not enabled for this car, and this car did not even purchase full self-driving. Moreover, standard autopilot would require lane lines to turn on, which this street did not have. So the mainstream media has gotten super lazy. And honestly, I don't think it's that. I think it's malicious. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If it bleeds, it leads. And FSD, failure, robots killing humans, that bleeds, that leads. Tesla Vehicle Safety Report Q1, Tesla cars with autopilot are almost 10 times safer. Yes, that's correct. Thanks to my Patreons who afford me the opportunity to come to you each week for as little as $1 a month and get bonus content, early access, and an ad-free experience. Look at all them pretty Volkswagens lined up, ready for delivery. UC Berkeley report claims EVs will save Americans $2.7 trillion and create 2 million jobs. Well, I mean, yeah, kind of. It says it will save the average household $1,000 a year between now and 2050, although what they're discounting is the amount of supplemental taxes, new taxes that will be required on EVs to offset revenues lost from gasoline taxes. On the balance, it's a good thing. Electrical cars in the grid, yeah, it's gonna be a great. The whole thing is great. Total cost of ownership, there's no oil changes. The brakes go bad half as often. It is a win-win with a win-win, and time permitting, a third win-win. Senator Lindsey Graham has come to the conclusion that climate change is real. Well, I know a lot of us already knew this, but it's important to have a high-ranking member of the party that doesn't so much believe in it saying this out loud. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment for a chance to win some merch on the 1st of May. Tesla Power Pack will be used in solar panel and battery project in Mozambique. Yeah, look at the prettiness of this Hawaiian installation. The Power Pack will be part of a 400,000 watt solar and 912 kilowatt hour energy project in Mozambique to stabilize the grid and provide access to uninterrupted electricity. Yes, rich countries, poor countries, and even the ones in between are realizing this is the future. This doesn't just help, this helps by saving money without costing a whole lot more. It's a net win across the board. Tesla Club India is reporting breaking news. Tesla India makes new hires for business development, charging infrastructure, and human resources. Yes, we knew this was coming. Tesla is moving into India. The only question is how soon, how aggressively, and with which products. So let me know, what do you think they're going to sell? Will it be the Model 3s? Will it be the $25,000 Model 2? Or will it be something even cheaper, like a Model 1? Would that even work with the cost of the sensors and suites required for full self-driving? What do you guys think? Let me know. Biden commits to halving U.S. emissions by 2030, according to a report. Yes, we have a president who is ostensibly interested in reducing greenhouse emissions, and there are a number of ways to do this, and his commission is targeting a variety of them, and we'll see what happens, but I'm very curious. What do you guys think is the best approach? And which approach will actually make it through the House and the Senate? In news I'm not super jazzed about, starting next week, Tesla solar panels and solar roof will only be sold as an integrated product with Tesla Powerwall battery. So if you want Tesla solar, I guess now you also have to get the battery pack, which is going to price a lot of consumers out of the market, but my real frustration is we're 2 years on from when I thought we would actually be ramping solar products, and I am increasingly displeased with the rollout of solar. I mean, are you guys thrilled? Say what? Get it? It's a pun. Oh, dad jokes. This massive EV never needs to be plugged in. Did we mention it's a 45-ton dump truck? So the way it works is it's an EV. It goes up the hill on its own power. They load it up and it regens down the hill. Doesn't burn its brakes, just recharges the battery. And when it gets to the bottom, it's got enough juice left to go back to the top. I mean, that is fantastic. In other news I'm not jazzed about, hello, this is the Tesla virtual service team. We reviewed the vehicle config and determined that the vehicle has basic autopilot. Lane change is not available. That is only available with FSD. Your vehicle had FSD with a previous owner, but was removed because it does not transfer to the new owner if the vehicle was purchased through an auction. I hope this is fake. I hope I am wrong, because if this is real, this is horseshit. GM and LG to spend $2.3 billion on second EV battery plant in the US. Fun fact, GM stands for General Motors and LG stands for, go on, what is it? Did you say life's good? Nah, it's Lucky Gold Star. Yeah. Did you say life's good? It's not. I mean, life is good. For some of us, anyway. And it can be for you. And I want it to be for you. But it isn't what it stood for. It stood for Lucky Gold Star. If you had a stereo from Sears in the 90s, it may have said Gold Star on it. Or even a VCR. Same people. Same folks. Life's good. They're going to spend $2.3 billion building a new battery plant in Tennessee, the second of its kind, and that's great. There's a bit of criticism about this move, but I think it's fantastic. GM does not have any prowess in developing batteries. LG does. LG will absolutely focus on this in ways GM can't. And while they may not be as nimble or agile, they'll still get the job done. What did I miss or misunderstand? Leave me a pail of the what for in the comments. Stay tuned, stay juicy, and I can't wait to hear from you clever robots on the tomorrow side of today.